It's the Sketchworks NewsBrake 100th episode extravaganza, starring Brian Troxell, Tim Millard, and head writer John D. Babcock III, with musical guest Allie and special appearances by anyone who bothered to send us a video. I'm whoever we could get for a voiceover. Now here's your host, Brian Troxell.
It's January 25th, 2022, and this is Sketchworks NewsBrake. The news stops here. I'm Brian Troxell, and since this is our 100th episode, we have received hundreds of messages of congratulations from all over the acting and comedy communities here in Atlanta. And by hundreds, I mean 9. We'll be playing them throughout the show, so keep an eye out for some of your favorite stars. Most of whom, honestly, are slumming, making an appearance here on Sketchworks NewsBrake. Plus, we have a special music video by Allie looking back over our first 100 episodes, and correspondent reports from Tim Millard and John D. Babcock III. But first, some of our usual nonsense. For the first time in months, President Biden held a press conference where reporters spontaneously asked questions from a prepared list supplied to them by the White House. Biden was irritable, cranky, blamed others, and insulted reporters. In short, no different than any of his other press conferences. Mars Foods announced that the M&M mascots will be redesigned to be more representative of people in today's society. Although I thought they already represented the look of modern-day Americans. Round and full of chocolate. Police in Virginia arrested a woman who threatened her school board over a mask mandate by warning that she would, in her words, bring every single gun loaded and ready. Amelia King later apologized and said she was being figurative. What she actually meant to say was she was going to resort to deliberately commit various degrees of murder and manslaughter in response to her children wearing a piece of cloth over their mouths and noses.
Hey, Kathy Pulley here, wishing the NewsBrake team a happy 100th episode. My grandmother, who immigrated to this country from Greece many years ago, just turned 100 yesterday, and she had this advice for me. Prime a ten anikos ehi ena katsiki, which is, you should marry Nick. Nick has one goat. I've always suspected she didn't like my husband, Mike, who I married 20 years ago. Anyway, happy 100th episode. Bye.
Congratulations, Sketchworks. The CDC has approved your videos to be taken in pill form. So now instead of watching your sketches, people can now just take the pills with some water.
Happy 100th episode. Sketchworks NewsBrake. They're comedy? I've never heard of them. Oh, still rolling. Turn this off.
McDonald's announced they are collaborating with Beyond Meat to make the fast food chain's first burger with fake meat. Which means they think what they currently serve is real meat. The U.S. Transportation Department will allow 18-year-olds to drive 18-wheelers as part of a plan to deal with a nationwide supply chain shortage. At least it's a unique way for them to pick up their prom dates. It was another week of winter storms battering the majority of the continental United States, which makes road travel rather treacherous. Here now to discuss treacherous roads is NewsBrake correspondent John D. Babcock III.
First, let me say congratulations to Sketchworks Comedy on 100 episodes of NewsBrake. It is not easy to turn that out at such high quality, week after week. But as you can see, roads are a little bit treacherous, but that's okay. I'm a very skilled driver, and I'm upside down. I am upside down now. I'm okay, but I am upside down. I'm upside down now, so I'm going to throw it back to you for Sketchworks NewsBrake. This is John D. Babcock III. Hey, a little help. Little help. I'm the guy upside down. Wheels in the air. Help.
Unfortunately, Sketchworks NewsBrake doesn't have a roadside assistance program. Sorry, Babs. Exercise equipment company Peloton may be in trouble. The company's stock prices have tanked, and it plans to temporarily stop making its popular but expensive bikes and treadmills. And you thought NFTs were a bad investment.
Oh, hey, Brian. Yeah, I hear there's a congratulations in order. Something about being around for 100 years? Happy birthday, man. Like, I don't know how you do it. You do not look 100 years old. I mean, but this is me at 22, so I don't know.
Hey, congratulations on the 100th NewsBrake. Glad I could be a small part of this. Brian told me to come on here. You see, that's the problem, Brian. You don't even know my name. You know, this is not gonna work out. I quit.
On Thursday, Meatloaf got cooked. Stick a fork in him, he is done. Now, if you're saying, wow, Trox, that was in very poor taste, then you took the words right out of my mouth. And now, Meatloaf has seen paradise by the dashboard light. Meatloaf, of course, was just his stage name. His real name is Robert Paulson. His name is Robert Paulson. No, it isn't. That's just a joke from his role in Fight Club, which is the same joke everyone on the internet made this week. No, although he was born Marvin, his legal name was Michael Lee... I can't remember his last name. But 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Speaking of singers, Adele canceled the first night of her series of live performances at Caesars Palace in Las Vegas. A tearful Adele said her show had to be canceled because it was not ready yet. That's never stopped us before. We may have mentioned this already, but this is the 100th episode of Sketchworks NewsBrake. Well, not including our live performances over the last 7 years. I don't know how many of those we've done. I don't know. I was drunk for most of them. Anyway, here with a musical look back at the history of our little show is Sketchworks NewsBrake correspondent Allie O'Neill.
Babcock and Tim and some other friends too, with lots and lots of jokes about stuff we don't know. 1,124 minutes. How do you measure 100 episodes? How about laughs? How about laughs? How about... This doesn't sound nearly as good without other people harmonizing with me. Seasons of laughs. Seasons of laughs. Wow, I can't believe we made it to 100 episodes. You know, when I first came back to Sketchworks 2 years ago, I thought, this is it. This is my time. It's time for my dreams to come true for a change. Maybe through this exposure I'll get an agent again, and get auditions again, and get to be the rich and famous actor I always wanted to be. But here I am 100 episodes later, and none of that ever happened. I mean, last week I made a badass music video in the snow. Did any of this audience ever go to my personal YouTube channel, youtube.com/Princess Allie, and watch it? Did you? Did you? But you know what I realized? If you're pursuing comedy for fame like Tim Millard or fortune like Brian Troxel, you're doing it for the wrong reasons, and you are going to be severely disappointed. You have to do it for the love of it, like John Babcock. He's a broke nobody, but he keeps on trucking because he loves it. He loves comedy with every fiber of his being, and if you can't be like Babcock, then what are you even doing it for? You know what? This isn't nearly as much fun as I thought it'd be. I quit.
She'll change her mind by the 200th episode, I'm sure. We're calling this next segment Airline Jokes, because we are lazy. A Florida woman claims that she was kicked off a Southwest Airlines flight for removing her mask to drink water. Southwest says her story must be false because they don't let their passengers drink water. An American Airlines flight going to London from Miami was forced to turn around after a woman refused to wear her mask because, per CDC guidance, you can't catch COVID on the way back. The pilot on that flight is a dad who finally got to make good on all those years of "don't make me turn this thing around" threats to his kids. A woman on a United flight said she woke up from a nap and had a total stranger fondling her breasts. Per United's terms of service, not having your breasts fondled is available only upon upgrade to Economy Plus. Now, you may or may not have noticed, but that segment had no jokes about Spirit Airlines. That's because that segment was sponsored by Spirit Airlines, who really, really, really want us to stop making fun of them. Which we didn't do, but in order to technically follow our agreement with Spirit Airlines, we'll be making fun of them in our bonus content this week over on our Patreon. You can help us create more content and help us pay our lawyers who are helping us protect the First Amendment right of parody for all of you by going to patreon.com/sketchworkscomedy and signing up for one of our six membership levels. And while we are firmly in the grasp of the gratuitous plug portion of the show, we have a new Intro to Sketch Comedy virtual writing class starting next Monday, January 31st, and running for 6 weeks. You'll learn about different genres of sketch comedy, analyze comedy scripts and sketches based on the techniques you learn, and acquire strategies to expand on ideas and turn them into scripts with our head writer John D. Babcock III. Learn more and sign up at sketchworkscomedy.com.
Okay, let's see what Sketchworks has been up to. NewsBrake. 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 I could do this 99 times. Congrats on 100 episodes! Whee!
Hi, Sketchworks. I just really wanted to make it a point to congratulate you. This is quite an achievement. I'm so proud, and you should be really proud. I mean, 500 Beanie Babies. In my life, I think I was only able to ever collect like maybe 40. I don't know how you've done it, but I know a lot of eBay sellers are very jealous of you right now. So congratulations. That's all I wanted to say.
In San Francisco, a library security guard will have to miss work after he was attacked by someone's dog while on duty, which is a real shame, because now who's going to protect all those free books? The dead body of a Maryland man, in Maryland, was discovered in a house filled with over 120 snakes. Neighbors became suspicious when the putrid odor of 120 snakes was overpowered by the putrid odor of a dead body.
This thing recording is the sun. God. Yeah, okay. Why is it so dark? Oh, because I am. Oh, hey, what's happening? Listen, it's karate time. Actually, it's celebration time. Listen, why am I here? No, really, why? Brian, my man, Brian, BT. I'd like to call him BT. Because I really never learned his last name. I just knew that it started with a T. But listen, man, happy anniversary to the sketchiest brother I know. Truly sketchy. I mean, he should be black, but he's not. So he gets away with the sketchiness. But that's okay. Reparations. It's all about reparations. Anyway, like I'm saying, Brian, man, happy anniversary, second coming to your people over at Sketchiness Works. You know, I love the art form you guys are doing over there. It takes a form of something I've never seen before. You know what I mean? You are creating boundaries that didn't need to be created nor broken. So, man, I really appreciate all of the work and contribution that you're doing for the world.
The man who ran onto the field during the AFC divisional playoff game between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs was identified. It was Tom Brady, trying to show officials his bloody lip. The IRS will start accepting your income tax returns this week. Oh, goody, yippee, hooray! That reminds me, we should see where Sketchworks NewsBrake correspondent turned fugitive Tim Millard is hiding.
I'm not hiding anymore. In fact, this is the first time I've been out in public in a long time. I can finally show my face in public because, as it turns out, the IRS's problems are my solution. The IRS taxpayer advocate warns the agency is understaffed and not capable of dealing with the growing number of taxpayers. The IRS has a backlog of more than 6 million filings from last year that have yet to be processed. Employees have to manually enter information into a system that uses software from the 1960s. Plus, of the more than 281 million phone calls to the IRS last year, only 32 million were answered. That's basically 1 in 10 phone calls reaching a live human. Fact is, the IRS has too many problems on its hands, so somebody who gives questionable tax advice on a weekly comedy digital series, that's really low on their radar, so I'm basically a free man. That helicopter's been following me for quite some time. Must be a traffic report. Oh, great. Speed trap. Alright, fine, I'll pull over.
1080.
Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing? Whoa, 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 whoa! Oh, come on!
1030,
I pulled over!
Phoenix, hold traffic.
Just let me oh, come on, really? You're gonna pin me in? How am I supposed to get out now? For Sketchworks NewsBrake, I'm Tim Millard. My hands are up! All this for speeding. God.
It looks like all of our Sketchworks NewsBrake correspondents will be out of commission for a while. If you'd like to be a correspondent for Sketchworks NewsBrake, leave a comment below. Oh, and click the like, follow, subscribe, and share buttons while you're down there. But then come back up here and watch the rest of the show. New York State has announced beer and wine can now be sold in movie theaters. So if you thought the floors were sticky before, wine in movie theaters. Julies across New York State are celebrating. An Australian woman found a live scorpion in her package of broccoli purchased at Aldi. Now, this is something I never have to worry about because I am never going to Australia and I never shop at Aldi.
Well, I hear that a congratulations is in order for all of the sketchy work that you guys are doing over there. You know, I recently had the experience of working with Brian Truxell on the set of the #1 streaming show Cobra Kai. You may recognize me from it. And I can really validate that Brian is doing some of the sketchiest work I think I've ever witnessed. So, congratulations. Oh, it's Sketchworks? I don't know what that is. Wow. Whatever.
So what's this for again? Sketchworks. Sketchworks if you work it. Stay strong. Oh, it's not that? Oh, it's a comedy thing. So it's like Dad's Garage. I love that place. Yeah, I don't remember him. There's Keith, there's Carrie Ann, there's Kurt. That's it. I saw a show there a couple years ago, and it was just outstanding. Oh, it's not them either. Well, are we done yet? Because oh wait, is that the guy with the cats? I remember that guy. Yeah, he was in Hawkeye, right? For like a minute. Oh man. Okay, that's it. I'm done. All right, I'm done. I'm not doing this crap anymore.
A woman in Philadelphia was arrested after beating and murdering another woman with a pipe at her office building. I suppose after 2 years of remote working, she'll have to relearn proper office etiquette. And that's all for this very special 100th episode of Sketchworks NewsBrake. We'll be back next week with episode 101, and we hope you are too. Missed it again. I'm Brian Troxel. Say hi to your mom for me.
But you can still use thumbnails of me to get more views. Ha ha!